Hello world, it's me. I signed up to sit here all alone for science in a plane I've never flown before. I make it sound terrible, but I volunteered. So yeah, ready flight. Just kinda sit here waiting for stuff to happen. So I know they're bringing I-16s because they said they do it to be fair. So I know what I've got is probably a speed advantage and possibly a slight armament advantage. I have a maneuverability disadvantage, so I want to attack from altitude. Try and boom and zoom them. What I want to do is kill one of the escorting fighters first, put them alone, and then I can just avoid the other I-16 and hit the bombers in fast slashing attacks. 220 mils should be good for that on the wings. And I bet you the nose mounted machine guns can take out the I-16s. But I might throw some cannons in there if I get a really nice shot. But I think you need deflection shots, I guess, or yet are just going to be machine guns only, because I'm going to bet I have a target-rich environment. I was originally going to take out the 110, but then I figured I would just die. So I figured I wouldn't take out the 110 instead. So yeah, they're going to send me a little message of when to scramble. Till then, I get to review what all these instruments are. So they've got the landing gear, oil, fuel flow indicators, below the RPM, fuel, oil, FASA, prop pitch, RPM, manifold pressure, and a nice little L engine block. Not too difficult to understand. Let's read up on the specs. 850 is the maximum speed. Service ceiling of 10. This is a lot of climb rate above 3,000. Or above 5,000. Probably above 4,000. So let's go up to about 4 and hang out there. Turns take 5 seconds longer up higher, so turns a lot better down low. Long endurance. Take off at 170, land at 190. Alright, let's spool them up. Alright, that all checks out. Let's unlock the tail wheel. It's been a while since I've taxied 109s. Whoop, whoop, no, stop. Oh, it always gets away from me like that. Alright, let's lock the tail wheel. It's doing that weird middle thing. I'll straighten the tail wheel out and see if it updates. I should at least get airborne. Go ahead and gear up. Pull the engine back to something that won't kill it. All attempts are within acceptable ranges. Pull the flaps up, get some speed. Let the nose drop for a bit of speed. Pull that back to continuous. Come around to the right. Trim for speed. Oh, I gotta manually do radiators? Shit, okay. Ooh. That was close. Put the oil radiator at 75. Water to... oh, we'll say 50. 50 is good. If it starts to overheat, we'll open it more. If it doesn't, we'll close it as we get up higher. Probably shut the oil radiator a bit more at 50. If that goes above 100, it'll let me know. Water looks like it's decreasing too, so we can shut that a bit more. Put our stabilizer at something that's more reasonable. One, 2, 3. I'm gonna need a hell of a lot more altitude to deal with this. Hi, Rachel. Shut the water reds a bit more. Alrighty. Alright, well I was nowhere near the ships, and I'm basically at the level of the bombers right now. Try... too much Russian vodka for high power. I guess I'll open up the radiators a bit. The Factory. Alright, that's... Right, where am I? 1322. Contact. We got Sturmovix. Oil's good. Tail and Charlie. Nah, fuck it. There you are. Those I-16s can really freaking turn. Alright, just trust in speed. Bloody hell. coolant leak.
Were you defending or attacking?
I'm defending too. I can't see out of this damn plane.
Which one are you in? I'm in the 190. A5.
E-7. We're doing an early war thing, but I'm so freaking wounded I can't even move the stick anymore.
What? Where are you located?
I don't really know. But they should be like right next to the doohickey. I got super lost for a while because I didn't know where they were coming from, so I intercepted them kind of late. But I think I got one Peshka. I'm not really sure.
I think so. I heard him talking on TeamSpeak. I finally got in.
Yeah, I think the biggest problem was that since I was only one aircraft and they knew I was only one aircraft, once I attacked, they basically just stuck to my tail.
Yeah.
So like, if I tried to extend away, they were just already on me. But I think the Peshkas have glitched out and they're not attacking the factory, so I'm just gonna go back up there and shoot them down. I don't get the taxi 109s enough, you know? I sit too long on the Russian aircraft and I just... Oh, these 109s are such annoying little taxiers. They're like spoiled children. Always complaining.
They're even harder to taxi on close to Dover.
Yeah, I know. I was originally going to try and make a run and shoot down one of the I-16s, but they saw me coming and they just started dragging me away. But yeah, one of their tail gunners shot me like right in the chest on my first pass, and it's the most annoying thing I've done in a while. Then I pumped a couple of cannon shells right into his chest, and it didn't go so well for him, I don't think. I know I shot up 2 Peshkas. There just wasn't enough of me to hit enough of them.
Yeah. I see 2 smokers low and something at my altitude, so I'm assuming that's a...
Well, there's one on my tail already. Like, he hit me right after takeoff. I thought they would still be with the Peshkas. Can you grab him? Also, I have no
Yeah.
idea where he went. If you could call out, like, his bearing to me. I can't see out of this damn can.
He's on your tail. He's firing.
No shit.
Firing. I'm trying to get on him. Turn. There you go. Okay, alright. I'm on him.
Can you get him fast, please?
He's off of you for a second.
I crash landed.
I'm climbing high. Oh, okay.
Guess I'll get another E-7. At this point, honestly, I think they're just circling the field.
They're chasing me out. I'm going feet wet now by the field.
I probably can't do much.
I'm gonna try to turn around and hit that guy.
Ah, this fucking E7, man. I don't know what it is, but every time I start turning it, it just flies off the rails. And like, it's not even a hard turn, it's just flying around, damn.
I got one on me now, damn it.
They're sneaky little buggers. What's your altitude? Look, I see you. Are you smoking?
I crashed. Yeah, I just crashed.
Wunderbar.
Alright, I'm just going to call the event there. You're free to continue dogfighting, but basically the Peshkers are stuck now, so there's not much point anymore.
Yeah.
But I'm going to leave for now, and if you have suggestions on improvements and stuff, obviously fix the broken stuff. That doesn't work, but...
I would say one of my suggestions might be put the targets a little bit further from the airfields, because one thing I did notice was that it was, after I got shot down, when the flight got close to the airfield, it was almost impossible for me to get up and get enough speed to do anything.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, because we can basically jump you then, alright, yeah.
Yeah, and
so, basically, any stuff that you have, just write it out in a message and either, send it to Vapor or leave it somewhere else and I don't know, squatting out or coordinating or something. But, write out your criticism and obviously you can write out things that you like as well, in the map if you feel like it. And then, also rule changes that we want to do if you think we can improve on that, so that maybe next time we run this event we'll be a bit better off with some stuff, if you want to say maybe you think that one of the teams should outnumber the other one, then that kind of stuff. So if you have any ideas and suggestions, then we're always glad to have them.
Yeah, I think the most telling part of that strategy is I was just outclimbed by an I-16.
What? No. Oh, you weren't outclimbed by an I-16.
No, I mean I tried to pull up into a what's it called? I tried to basically pull up into an energy bleeding thing, but because the I-16 has such an energy advantage during the fight, the 109 is essentially just defenseless because it sure as hell can't outmaneuver the I-16. If an I-16 jumps you when it takes
well. So my observation of that fight is we could do absolutely nothing in the beginning where you kept your speed, and then you turned a bit a couple of times, and but basically rocket was on you, and I was staying a bit higher and back to see if you came back in on the IL-2s, then I would be in a close position to attack you, which is exactly what happened, and that's when basically things went wrong for you.
I think the biggest thing was the numbers imbalance. Was just I was unable to ever really aggressively attack because there was always someone above me. So the choice was either I was originally going to try and get on one of your tails and shoot you down to even it up, but you all were just extending
right
to the
I think if you just kept your speed, made sure there wasn't anybody anywhere close to you, don't fly directly underneath anybody, then I think you probably could have kept us off your tail indefinitely. And I think you because in the beginning there was nothing really we could do, and you were just wrecking the IL-2s. Then I think Comet fell for the same unfortunate one with this fucker wolf, where we were trying to bait you into going for rocket, and then I was waiting high above to see if I could dive down on you, and it happened to work.
Also, one of the a tail gunner shot me right as I flew past in the first pass, and it got rid of some of my control authority.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so much we can do when we're flying I-16s. There's basically try and get you in a position where you don't want to be, try and trick you to get because we're not going to if you keep your speed, there's nothing we can do.
Yeah, I think half of it's also your advantage that this is the first time I've ever actually flown the plane. I actually didn't know I had to control the radiators until I almost blew up the engine.
Yeah. Anyway,
also,
so yeah, if you have any suggestions, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
The routes aren't showing up for the Russian bombers, so I didn't know where you guys were until I stumbled into you.
I'm going to mention that. So any bugs and stuff that you encounter, go ahead and test them. And also, the map's still up, so if you feel like it, you can put together a small team and just keep playing it if you like. And once all the routes have been taken, it'll reset automatically. So if you want to